This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Starts with a jump in. The combo's there. Gets the throat to side switch. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Changing up the beat with the hidden variable. Medium kick hits. KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Let's offer projectiles to waste time. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Gets scooped from down low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without uses the gauge for a super art. Level 3 super! Sending that meter like it's nobody's business. Ooh, nice read! Denies them with a somersault kick. They gotta dig down deep here. Back into the court. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Here comes a big combo. There's a burnout. Oh, here we go. Let's use a boom. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe, low heavy, but get them with a quick low kick. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Goes out of sight. Who will come out on top in this final round? Player 2 with the lead. You're experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive through. The drive impact doesn't work. Rolls out the Soba. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, here we go. Uses their drive gauge. Pokes with a kick. What are they gonna do? Arc step. Player 1 has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Sets up with the jump in. Pumps the brakes on the impact. And flatlines them. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Perfect move. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Got their eye on the air. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Denies the low heavy. Throws them to negate the block. Big low reaching heavy. Perfect move. Well-timed corner switch. What'll happen here? There's a wall splat. KO. Player 2 hits up. It's always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps in. Checks him with the boom. Risky up-close scrap still going. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault. The low heavy's blocked. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Sets up the excellent block. There's a burnout. Max SA gauges. Experiencing burnout. Sonic boom. We're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter that both fighters are burned out. Light drops them. Low heavy, but no go! The low! What's next? Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Any mistake here is gonna be adds a bit of closes it out! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Blocks the low kick. Both fighters are standing for burnout activates. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Knocked them out of the air. Player 2 needs to wait this out. Ooh, you never know what's anticipated that throw. Tons of space between the fighters goes out of sight. Reads the jump in perfectly. Can the projectile hits. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Shoots off a fireball up close. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when the opponent can't jump. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Does a good job of pushing back. The throw misses. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Sticks the jump in. Grabs him. Knockdown. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gate. This is a huge chance to make a coup. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Where is their opening? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sonic boom. Rushes that off and keeps going. Early round decisions are so important. Burnout activates. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Quick breather. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Checks them with the boom. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Out of range. Relatively safe. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 1 rushes that off and keeps going. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Starts the tunes, because Kimberly's ready to feast. Bruce Shin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Reads the throw and escapes. Are we gonna see a come? That was a huge, huge stun. They need to end the round with a sick combo. Amazing. This is the final round. Expects to see some fireworks. Uses their drive gauge. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. We have a super hard on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 has a big drive gauge, knocks them out of the air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Dangerous range here. Boom! The low kick hits. Smart stuff, poking out that range to zone the opponent. Somehow manages to block the impact. Squash. Let's loose a boom. Protect your neck. Player 1 has a full drive, willing to risk it for the overdrive. The low block. Knockdown. Here comes the mix. What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Checks him with the boom. Good somersault kick. Checks him with the projectile. Player 2 has the life lead. What are they thinking here? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Knockdown. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Player 1 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Both fighters are barely hanging in there, but someone's gotta act. Oh God, this is tense. Quick breather. Player 2 can't use XP. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Grabs them. Good work staying in throw range there. Still very early in the round, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Big low reaching heavy. Going in. Reverse spin kick. That drive impact is blocked. Forcefully closes the gap. Sonic boom. The impact doesn't do anything. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous burnout activates. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Checks him with the boom. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Looking for a chance. They were not cleared for takeoff. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.